This live stream is brought to you by Dixon's Automotive Repair and Dart Towing.
Dixon's Automotive Repair has two convenient locations in Ashland and King William, Virginia.
All right, everybody, welcome out to Newtown Dragway. We are doing a live broadcast this evening for our Friday night street night, Beanfield races. And this evening we're having our diesel shootout. Our diesel trucks are getting together right now for their drivers meeting, getting ready to do their drive. They're going to go out on about a 10-mile drive here in a little bit. But they're all getting together across the way on the spectator side. We'll want to let y'all know that we are going live. We're doing a live broadcast. We just started here just a few moments ago. And I want to special thanks out to Jeremy Dixon at Dixon's Automotive for allowing us to go live. We're live on YouTube right now. Dart towing with Jeremy and Dixon's Automotive. They allow us to go live, help us out with it, and it's really nice for them to help out with the broadcast and stuff. PixelHunters Productions is what's doing the live broadcast right now. If you want to, even if you are here, you go on YouTube and click on that. You can find it on YouTube, PixelHunters, or Facebook on the Newtown, whatever. Just go on there. And if you could, please, even if you're here, share the link to some of your friends that might be watching at home. Even if you are here watching it, if you're here on the property watching, you can still watch it live on YouTube. And if you do, please try to share that so some of our friends that didn't get to make it tonight can watch. But anyway, just want to invite y'all and welcome to the broadcast. We are live right now. So we're going to continue on with test and tune, Beanfield races and stuff. And anybody that wants to come make a couple passes on their trucks, they can come on over to the staging lanes. So the diesel trucks are about to go on their drive. They're conducting a driver's meeting right now on the spectator side, and they're going to go out on about a 10-15 mile drive to make sure that they let's just go ahead and call it that they're street trucks. Want to make sure that they can do the drive so they're not a complete race truck or something like that. Want to make it fair to all the competitors in the class. But we're going to have a street diesel shootout here in just a few moments. But anyway, just want to invite y'all. Welcome to the show. We are live right now. Thank y'all for coming. Hopefully this rain holds out for a little bit, and we have a good evening. But anyway, thank all y'all for coming, and we'll get this diesel shootout going here in a little bit. But thank y'all for coming, and welcome to Newtown Dragway. Thank y'all.
camera, dude. That's like complete zoom to like barely see people and it doesn't look great.
All right, everybody. Well, welcome to our live broadcast. We're live on YouTube right now, Facebook, PixelHunters. But anyway, if y'all are even if y'all are here, please click the share button. Share it to some of your friends out there. You never know who might be watching from home. But again, thank y'all for coming out here. We don't exactly have the best weather right now. A little drizzle going on, a little cloudy. Obviously, we'll get the lights turned on here in a few moments. But at least it's not 100 degrees. So I'm thankful for that. But we got Test and Tune, Street Night, Beanfield races all going on. We got some people, staging lanes are full of trucks, and everybody is just constantly making passes and having fun. So if y'all are looking to have some fun as well, come on over to the staging lanes and run your truck. If you've already paid to get in, obviously you have because you're here. And it doesn't cost any extra to run your truck. So if you want to come on over here and have some fun and send your truck down the track, come on. Currently, right now, our diesel trucks are out on the drive. They've all made some practice and shakedown passes earlier. And I think we've got 12 of them. I think it might be 12 diesel trucks currently right now are riding through the back roads in Newtown, Virginia right now, doing their little drive that they're going to do. And then they'll be back here shortly, and we'll give them a few moments to cool down, and we'll go right into qualifying. And we will take the fastest 8 or the quickest 8, whatever you want to call it, after the 2 time runs, the 2 qualifying passes. We'll take the quickest 8 and we'll run into eliminations. But anyway, thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for watching. And y'all take your truck going down the track and have some fun.
Why didn't you throw up in a engine?
everybody, while it's quiet, just an announcement. The food truck is here. If you haven't gone over there yet, Chasing the Pig Barbecue, the concession stand, the food truck is over there. Y'all go ahead and check it out. Good cheeseburgers, barbecue. Just had one of their hot dogs. They're delicious. So anyway, just real quick, food truck's down there behind the boards at the beginning of the track. Y'all go check that out. Thank y'all for coming.
Zoom in, dude. Where you at, dude? Hand right here too to hold this down. When I watched it on my phone, what it looks like there is not what it looks like on the screen. You think you're smooth there and you're not. That feels better. You're not on this, right? No. Oh yeah, that's way tighter. You have to have tension on it because that's what keeps the shitter out of it. Can you keep up with it? Dude, it's a question. Might be a little tight.
All right, Keith Morris just doing a shakedown pass, one of our list trucks. 470 for Keith Morris. Them boys better watch out. They're starting to figure that truck out. 470 is not bad at all.
Yeah, because the bracket. Yeah, that's why I said, if you can get them both, the lead breaks out, probably they're leaving at the same time.
Oh, Mr. Eric Bailey. Eric Bailey, 2024 points champion. I heard you're on the grounds. I know you're busy. I see you over there. When you get a moment, come on up in the tower. Don't rush. We're going to be here for a while. I'll see you later. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Got the diesel trucks are making their way back into the pits now. You see them coming through the entrance road over there. So here comes our diesel trucks back from their drive. Hopefully all 12 trucks made the drive and nobody broke down. Looks like Davey Craig in the old Ford is leading the drive. But yeah, I believe 12 trucks left. Hopefully 12 make it back. But they'll come back into the pits. We'll give them a little bit of time to cool down from their drive, and we'll call them to the lanes for their 1 of 2 qualifying passes. So all these trucks will get 2 qualifying passes, and then we'll take the quickest 8, and we'll run an elimination shootout this evening. But here comes all the diesel trucks back from their drive now.
If you are ever stranded, stuck, or simply need a tow, call Dart Towing. Whether it's a breakdown, a fender bender, or just getting your ride where it needs to go, Dart is ready 24/7 with fast, reliable service you can count on. And hey, gearheads, racers, and adrenaline junkies, Dart Towing is a proud sponsor of the Newtown Dragway live streams. That's right, when engines roar, Dart is there, supporting the local racing scene every step of the way. When you need a lift, call Dart Towing. Dial 804-769-AUTO or visit us online at darttow.com. Dart is driven, dependable, and there when you need us.
fucking, they're the same thing. Same thing. But, yeah. Good thing about that is, definitely that. They must have went to the Indian reservation. No, you have to go a long way for I've always wondered if you got that, you took the shocks off, you put it in first, and gas brake it, gas brake, I think it would pop up. I'm pretty sure it's funky. We've done it with the Jeep. I'm pretty sure funky used to do that with top tail. Like I can remember him doing that in the car. They're about to whether or not it's on here. Stay over here, they're about to run. Once you get back, we'll go over there. That felt good.
All right, everybody, we got the diesels. We got the diesels over here. The stage lanes all paired up. Well, all lined up in the stage lanes, getting ready to come down for their first qualifying pass. Looks like to me we got 13 trucks. We got 13 trucks coming down the hill here. They'll get 2 qualifying passes after this one here in a moment. We'll give them a few minutes to cool down. We'll call them over to the lanes for the second qualifying pass. And after those 2 qualifying passes, we'll take the quickest 8, and those 8 guys will run a shootout. So these guys right here, these 13 trucks are battling for 8 spots. We're only going to take 8.
This live stream is brought to you by Dixon's Automotive Repair and Dart Towing.
Dixon's Automotive Repair has 2 convenient locations in Ashland and King William, Virginia. As soon as you walk through our doors, you're greeted by one of our expert service advisors right in our welcoming front area, where comfort and quality service start the moment you arrive. Both locations offer ASE certified technicians. With our state-of-the-art facilities, they are prepared to keep you moving today. Schedule an appointment today and experience the Dixon difference, because you can't miss what you never had.
right, everybody, here we go. First qualifying pass for the diesel trucks. Diesel shootout this evening at Newtown Dragway. All right lane, number 4, Davey Craig. I don't know a whole lot about some of these trucks. Some of these trucks are new to me, but Davey comes down here all the time. I believe he's got a 6.0 Power Stroke in that old Ford. And Michael Snyder in the left lane. I think that Chevrolet might have a Cummins in it. I'm not sure. I heard. And it looks like to me, I know what happened. He probably saw the tree flickering. Not sure, but I believe that black smoke, that heavy black smoke, is messing with the photo cells down here. So that's going to be a little tricky with all this diesel smoke. I see Willard and Cohen out there. Y'all let them know about the smoke. I'm sure y'all know what's going on. All right, let's try that again. Willard up there checking the photo cells and the beams to make sure they're lined up correctly for these guys. I don't know if it was an issue or sometimes the heavy black smoke out of these diesels will actually mess up the photo cells on the tree, on the track. All right, let's stage them up again and see what happens. Michael Snyder in the left lane, Davey Craig in the right. We got a fan. We need to take a fan down there and blow the smoke away from the track, the photo cells. He might be, I don't know, after 2 attempts of doing that, his transmission's probably on fire. If that was him, I'd probably be, all right, y'all, I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe we're switching lanes here. All right, yeah, it looks like the smoke might have been messing with us. We're gonna swap lanes and see what happens here. All right, Davey Craig in the left lane. Michael Snyder in the right. All right, here we go. Looks like it's working a little better. Pro tree for these guys. Transmissions have got to be on fire. All right, look at all the coal rolling down through there. All right, Davey Craig goes 6.03 in the left lane. Michael Snyder, nice pass for him, 5.66. All right, these guys are on a pro tree this evening. Reaction time may come in play with some of these trucks are actually pretty evenly matched, so reaction time may win or lose these races. Some of these guys probably have never been on a pro tree before, probably have never seen a pro tree, so this is going to be new for them. All right, Hunter Dressler in the right lane, Mark Jenkins Jr. in the left. Diesel's building boost as they stage here. I'm telling you, I feel sorry for all these transmissions in these trucks down here. And that's a Dodge, so Lord knows the transmission in that thing. No, it's good. It was this. Okay, the transmission couldn't hold, I guess. All right, Hunter Dressler in the right lane goes 5.63. I believe Mark in the left lane may have creeped through while he was sitting there holding the brake. He did not get a time. He goes red. I'm not sure what happened there. All right, Austin Hammond in the right lane and Tristan Radabolt in the Dodge in the left lane. All right, we're going to hold them up here for a second. Make sure that these guys, that the photo cells are working correctly and all these for these guys. We got one vehicle, I can't tell from here who it is. We got one vehicle all the way down in the shutdown area that has stalled or cut off. And we may need some assistance getting him off the track before we send the next pair down. Y'all hold tight, we'll figure it out. Well, once we get this truck off the track here, we'll go back to action. I'm not sure. I can't read the number from the tower here, but I believe that might be Mark Jenkins Jr. His truck is broke down at the end of the shutdown area. Willard's getting the gator hooked up and getting him pulled off. Not sure what exactly is going on, but hopefully he can get his truck fixed, whatever is happening, and get it coming back over here for their second qualifying pass. All right, here we go. Looks like we got the track clear. Back to action. Tristan Radabolt in the left lane in the Dodge. He is one of our top 10 trucks. I believe he might be number 8 or number 9 currently. And Hunter Dressler in the right lane. Let's see what they can do. And I was wrong with that. Sorry about that. I read the computer wrong. That was Austin Hammond in the right lane. Apologize. Tristan Radabolt was in the left lane. He went 497, right lane 599. So Tristan right there showing you why that diesel is on our top 10 list. Running in the 4s. some of our big block gasoline trucks down here can't even get into fours, and Tristan puts that diesel truck into fours. All right, Andy Fuentes in the Dodge in the left, pulling up in the left lane. And Lawrence Harley in the Ford in the right lane. All right, good clean start for both trucks. Nice pair for both of these. Right lane goes 6:08. Left lane 5:98. Pretty evenly matched trucks right there. This Pro Tree reaction time, like I said earlier, is definitely going to matter who wins or loses. When the trucks are evenly matched, reaction time is definitely going to matter. And a lot of these guys, like I said, have never been on a Pro Tree, so it could come into play later. All right, here we go. Back to this action. First qualifying pass for these diesels. We just got a few more. All right. See here, right lane. Looks like I got Dylan Marcos in the right lane coming up. And I think I've got Junior Cardwell pulling up in the left lane. like I said, out of these 13 trucks, we're only going to take the quickest 8 and run the shootout. All right, Dylan goes 5:42 in the right lane. Nice pass. Junior Cardwell goes 6:62 in the left lane. Now, right lane looks like 5:42 making a nice pass, but his reaction time was over 1 second. So, where's my boy Tyler Edwards up here talking about reaction times? But a 1 second reaction time is not going to get it done during the shootout. All right, Woody Donovan up in the right lane here. He is currently on our top 10 list. I think he's like number 4, 5, 6, somewhere around there. Really fast truck in the right lane. And Caitlin Potter in the left. All right, there, 5:16 by Woody, showing you why his truck is on the list. 5:16 out of the diesel, getting it done. Nice pass for Woody. 7:46 in the left lane for Caitlin Potter. All right, I think this is our 13th and final truck for the first qualifying pass for these guys. And this is Jason Weber pulling up in the right lane in the 4. Didn't waste any time going on there. Double bulb, green light, go. He goes 6:80 in the right lane. So that finishes our first qualifying pass for these diesels. We'll give them a few moments to cool down, and we'll call them over to the lanes for their second qualifying pass. And like I said, after that, we'll take the fastest 8, and we'll run our shootout. But I appreciate all y'all for showing up. Looks like we got a nice spectator side over there. Thank all y'all for coming. I know the weather isn't exactly the greatest right now, but like I said earlier, at least it's not 100 degrees. Thank y'all for coming and supporting the track. All right, we're going to get back into test and tune. Street night bean field races happening. If y'all want to come on over, bring your truck over in the lanes and run them. Once you get here, it doesn't cost you any extra to make some passes. So if you want to come on over to the staging lanes with your truck, just come on over here. 5 miles an hour in the pits, like I said. But anyway, y'all come on over, have some fun, make some passes if you want.
Good, I appreciate it. I already got some. Highly recommend the hot dog. It's a special.
I can't wait for you to feel the adrenaline.
I'm guessing it's written in Expo Mark.
right, y'all, back to some street night going on. I will see a little special mention over here in the left lane. We got Grayson Kirby. Old Grayson Kirby pulling up in this 632 cubic inch big block Chevrolet underneath the hood of this Chevrolet. I know he's been trying to get it into fours. He's been getting close. Let's see if Grayson can get his first 4-second pass here with that big block. Oh, I jinxed him. That big block just ain't quite hitting on it right now. Not sure what's going on. Maybe it ain't got no gas in it. See if Grayson might need some assistance over here. See what's going on.
Blue truck, please move forward. Blue truck, move forward into the line. Diesel trucks, we need you to the top of the staging lanes. Diesel trucks, we need y'all to the top of the staging lanes. This will be your second qualifying.
Left lane, white truck, if you can hear me, pull forward, please. There you go. Turn both bulbs on for me. There you go. All right, I need my diesel shootout guys. Diesel shootout guys, come to the staging lanes, please, for your second and final qualifying pass. I need my diesel shootout guys to the lanes, please, for your second and final qualifying pass. Thank y'all. right, everybody, we're getting ready to do second qualifying pass for the diesel shootout guys here. Real quick before we get into action, just want to thank all y'all for coming. I know the weather hasn't been great. I think the rain's let up a little bit. It looks like really, really nice outside right now compared to the 100-degree weather we've had. But real quick, thanks to Jeremy Dixon, Dixon's Automotive, for helping with the broadcast. We are live right now on YouTube. So if y'all are even if y'all are here, go on there, check it out, share it to your friends, like it, subscribe to PixelHunters, however it works. I'm not really sure. I'm not really smart when it comes to that stuff. But anyway, thanks to Dixon's Automotive, Dart Towing, for helping us with that. And we are getting ready to get into the second qualifying pass for these guys. They have already made one. We've got a little bit of a ladder, but I believe we've got 12 trucks. One truck burned up the transmission earlier. All right, T-Money in the left lane. Tristan Radabold goes 4.97. Woody Donovan in the right lane goes 5.25. Right now, they are currently number 1 and number 2 on the qualifying ladder. If y'all look at the scoreboards at the end of the track, you'll see a bump spot of 6.03. So these guys right now, if they don't run 6.03 or better, they're not in the show. So bump spot right now is 6.03 for the quick 8. All right, Andy Fuentes in the left side goes 5.84. Dylan Marcos in the right lane goes 5.40. Dylan right now is your number 3 qualifier, top of the list. He's definitely going to pretty much be in the show. Davey Craig pulling up in the left lane. Currently, right now, he is your bump spot holder. He is qualified number 8. So hopefully he can either get in the show or maybe go a little faster this pass. Bump spot right now is 6.03, and Davey Craig in the left lane right now is your bump spot holder at number 8. Hunter Dressler in the right lane here in the 4. All right, Davey Craig does not better his time, 6.06 in the left. So currently he is still sitting at number 8 with a 6.03. So these remaining trucks, if they're not in the show, if they're outside looking in, if they can go faster than a 6.03, they get in and they bump Davey Craig out of the show. All right, number 1 here, Michael Snotter in the right lane, Lawrence Harley in the left. All right, Harley in the right lane goes 5.53. He is currently your number 4 qualifier. He's definitely in the show. Lawrence Harley, he is currently sitting at number 7. He goes through, and he's barely in the show at number 7. All right, Caitlin Potter in the right lane pulling up. Currently is not in the show here. She's got to go a little faster here in order to get in. Junior Cardwell in the left lane. He is currently not in the show. He's got to go faster than a 5.99 is now your bump spot. Looks like Davey Craig did get bumped out.
Pretty sure he's pretty close to the top 8.
It's currently updated. All right, Austin Hammond in the right lane pulling up. He is currently your bump spot holder. As you can see, it is constantly changing as we go. So now Austin Hammond in the right lane, he is currently your bump spot holder at a 5.99. He is currently qualified number 8. And Jason Weber in the left lane. He is outside looking in. Unless he finds a lot of speed in that Ford, he probably won't get in. No, so Jason Weber does not qualify. And Austin Hammond looks like he is going to be your number 8 qualifier. So it looks like Austin Hammond stays in the show. He's going to be your number 8 qualifier, so he barely got in.
Dixon's Automotive Repair has 2 convenient locations in Ashland and King William, Virginia. As soon as you walk through our doors, you're greeted by one of our expert service advisors right in our welcoming front area, where comfort and quality service start the moment you arrive. Both locations offer ASE certified technicians. With our state-of-the-art facilities, they are prepared to keep you moving today. Schedule an appointment today and experience the Dixon difference, because you can't miss what you never had.
All right, everybody. Well, that concludes the qualifying rounds of the Diesel Shootout. As soon as my assistant up here gives me the piece of paper, and I'll announce the 8 guys that made the show. But Test and Tune is still going on, so if y'all are still looking to make passes, even though the Diesel Shootout, we're about to do the eliminations. But yes, Test and Tune Beanfield races is still going on, so if y'all want to make passes, bring your trucks over to the lanes, and we will run Test and Tune until the remainder of the night. So even if you're looking to make passes, come on over. All right, everybody, let me get y'all's attention. I'll go over the diesel shootout here to let y'all know who made the list. We'll call y'all to the lanes here in a little bit. But anyway, number 8 qualifier, barely making the show, Austin Hammond. Austin Hammond, you are my number 8 qualifier. Lawrence Harley. Lawrence Harley, you're my number 7th qualifier. Andy Fuentes. Andy Fuentes, you qualified number 6. Hunter Dressler. Hunter Dressler, you're my number 5 qualifier. 1 second. White truck, move forward, please. White truck, move forward, please, if you could. There you go. Thank you very much, sir, for cooperating this evening. A little bit more, if you don't mind. A little bit more. There you go. All right, let me help. All right, go. A little late on the tree. All right, anyway, Michael Snyder. Michael Snyder, you're my number 4 qualifier. Dylan Marcos. Dylan Marcos, you qualified number 3. All right, top 2. Woody Donovan. Woody Donovan qualified number 2. And old T-Money, Tristan Radabolt, my number 1 qualifier this evening. Congratulations to those 8 guys for making the Diesel Show shootout this evening. We will be calling y'all to the lanes here in a little bit for number 1 for your first round of elimination. But I'll call y'all to the lanes soon, so y'all just hold tight. All right, well, here comes in the right lane. I got a little shout out to Victoria Bailey. Victoria Bailey pulling up in the right lane in her Ford Explorer. She is one of our really, really good bracket racers that come down here when we do the bracket races on Saturday. She's from the Greens Raceway area, part of Blackwater Motorsports crowd. Eric Bailey's wife, wherever Eric is, he's supposed to come up here and talk to me soon. I don't think her vehicle moved. That might have been some smoke issue coming from Davey. I'm not sure. Yeah, I was watching her. I don't believe her car even moved. All right, attention in the pit, y'all. Attention, I need my quick 8 diesel shootout guys. I need the 8 guys that qualified, quick 8. I need my guys to the lanes, please, for pairing. Y'all stop at the top of the hill for pairing. That's Tristan Radebolt, Woody Donovan, Dylan Marcos, Michael Snotter, Hunter Dressler, Andy Fuentes, Lawrence Harley, and Austin Hammond. I need y'all 8 guys to the top of the hill over in the staging lanes for pairing, please. Y'all come on over. Thank y'all. All right, I need my quick 8 diesel shootout guys to the lanes, please. Need my quick 8 guys over to the lanes. I see y'all working your way on over here. Quick guys, come on over to the lanes. We can get you paired up, get into first round elimination.
Got everybody but you. So truck number 5, Hunter, Dressler, please get to the staging lane so we can start the shootout. Attention in the pits, attention in the pits. We're going to temporarily close the staging lanes just to run the diesels. So if you're driving over here, we're going to hold you up so we can run our diesels. So just give us a couple, 15, 20 minutes to get the diesels run, and then we will let you run again.
If you are ever stranded, stuck, or simply need a tow, call Dart Towing. Whether it's a breakdown, a fender bender, or just getting your ride where it needs to go, Dart is ready 24/7 with fast, reliable service you can count on. And hey, gearheads, racers, and adrenaline junkies, Dart Towing is a proud sponsor of the Newtown Dragway live streams. That's right, when engines roar, Dart is there, supporting the local racing scene every step of the way. When you need a lift, call Dart Towing. Dial 804-769-AUTO or visit us online at darttow.com. Dart is driven, dependable, and there when you need us.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We're about to get into some eliminations here. Diesel shootout. I got Eric Bailey up here in the tower joining me. I don't know if he's going to be the leader or his dad is the leader of Blackwater Motorsports. I don't know. But anyway, I got old Eric Bailey up here joining me. You probably don't know any of these guys. I don't know hardly these people anyway.
I know a couple of them.
All right, well, you do help me out here. All right, so it looks like to me I've got, in the right lane, I got Dylan Marcos pulling up. Left lane, Lawrence Harley. So here's our first pair of the diesel shootout. Number 3 and number 7's qualifier right here. Pro tree action. First person to the finish line takes the win, moves on to second round. Here we go. Should be left lane all day long. Oh, no, he got back around him. Horrible reaction time. But anyway, 5:37 in the right lane takes the win. So it looks like to me Dylan Marcos is moving on to second round. All right, here we go. Andy Fuentes pulling up in the left lane in the Dodge. Woody Donovan, one of our list contenders that comes down here on a regular basis, also in the Dodge in the right lane. Woody was our number 2 qualifier. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I believe it's going to end up being Woody and T-Money in the final, but we'll see. That's why we got to run the race.
Agreed.
Oh, right there. Shows you right there why we got to run the race.
I think we jinxed him.
Oh, I've been jinxing everybody all night long. Oh.
That's tough right there.
That is, I mean, he was our number 2 qualifier, and Woody probably had a really good shot of winning this. And right there, these diesels are really, really hard to stage. And that sucks. Looks like Andy Fuentes is taking the win, moving on to second round.
Definitely shakes things up a little bit. And that's a heavy hitter out, and it's wide open for the most part. Just got to get around that gold Cummins, I believe.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm not exactly sure what happened. I wasn't really paying attention, but that's a tough one right there. Woody Donovan out first round, number 2 qualifier gone. All right, let's see here. What's our next pair? 601. So down here. All right, next pair pulling out. We got Michael Snyder and Austin Hammond coming around the corner, getting ready to stage. Will be our next pair. What we got going on over there? Somebody. All right, here we go. All right, Michael Snyder pulling up in the Chevrolet. I believe it's got a Cummins underneath the hood.
He's been racing out here for a long time. He had a step side on the back there for a long time.
Oh, I remember that now.
Yeah, he's been out here quite a bit.
I didn't even put it together by looking at the bed there. All right, Austin Hammond in the left lane, Michael Snyder in the right. I've heard of LS swapping, but it's Cummins swap. I don't know about that. Pretty even reaction times for both guys. All right. Michael Snyder takes the win over Austin. Michael Snyder is moving on to second round. All right, our last pair out. Old T-Money, Tristan Radabold in the Dodge in the left lane. Like I said, he's one of our list contenders. I think he's number 8 or number 9, whatever it is on the list, but he runs with the big blocks down here with the diesel. And we got Hunter Dressler in the right lane in the Ford. Number 1 qualifier in the left lane. Let's see if he can continue on. The Dodge is gone. All right, old T-Money, Tristan Radabolt takes the win, 5:08 out of the Cummins. So number 1 qualifier, old T-Money, moving on to the next round. All right, so we started off at 8. We're going to be down to 4. We'll get those guys over to the staging lanes here in a little bit. All right, what you think about that, Mr. Eric Bailey?
A big upset losing Woody in the first round. Everything else probably went chalk for the most part, I'd say. That power stroke had some smoke rolling. I thought he was going to show us something there, and it kind of died about 60 foot out, but it is what it is. That's racing. Can't win them all. So still, this is awesome to be up here and talking with y'all and watching some diesels.
Oh, Eric Bailey, our 2024 street truck points champion down here bracket racing. So how many wins we got so far this year? What's Blackwater Motorsports up to this year so far in the win category?
You talking about for both tracks or just here?
Well, we'll go ahead and do both tracks.
I've gotten 2. I think with Dad Cameron's count.
Yeah.
He got one last weekend, and I believe he's got one more at Greens. And then our buddy Mert with the camouflage 4.
Oh yeah.
Yep, he's taking a win at Greens here and there.
Oh, look, yeah. Anytime that you leave the house with the race car on the trailer or drive it, whatever, and you end up getting your picture taken at the end of the day, that's always a good day.
We're all still trying to catch Francis though, at least for the Newtown Greens combo, and Greens itself too. He started off super hot and won the first 2 races, and everybody's still catching him. Now last weekend with the Newtown points though, I'm not sure how it all shook out. Kristen went out early. She was our points leader. Francis went out early too. I think he was up there. I didn't make it very far, and I was way down to the bottom anyway.
It was only about 150 degrees here last Saturday.
It was tight out here last weekend. It was tight.
Yeah, when you pull up to the starting line in a race car and it's only 140 degrees inside the car and you're trying to cut a light, it's really, I don't see how in the world you can even concentrate, because you're about to have a stroke as it is, and here you got to focus and cut a light. It's really hard to do.
And you always get that one person that's super slow pulling up to the light like me. So you sweat a little harder too.
Yeah, like this guy. Right lane is staged, and the left guy, he's still back there trying to get some food order from the food truck. Oh, speaking of food trucks, Chasing the Pig Barbecue, I believe they're still here on the property. So I've seen a lot of y'all guys pull up to the line tonight eating sandwiches at the starting line. I'd advise y'all to go over to the food truck and get your sandwich before you pull up to the line. That may be the difference of winning or losing the race.
As Tyler Edwards would say, you gotta cut a light. You gotta cut a light.
Old Mr. Reaction Tyler Edwards, he's probably on the Rappahannock River right now enjoying the water. So heck with him. He needs to be down here racing. And speaking of old Francis Thomas, I saw him down here earlier. So he's down here on Test and Tune Street Night practicing. So practice makes perfect. So when you're down here bracket racing all the time, you come down here on Friday nights and practice and learn how to cut lights. That's what goes to show you, what it takes sometimes to get it done. A lot of laps down the track.
That's why we're here. My wife said she wanted to get some practice on that tree because the car's been doing great. Her reaction times have been a little questionable here lately, so she's here to dial that in, and we got a race tomorrow at Greens. Y'all come join us and have fun racing with us.
Well, I seen Bubba Peel, Herman Fogg, and Kristen is up there. They're down here tonight testing as well. And you just got to keep coming down here and keep making laps. And speaking of laps, I saw Cody Thomas, Francis Thomas' kid, going down the track earlier in a Dodge truck. And I hope they put the seatbelt on that dog. I seen the dog in the back seat. Please tell me that Great Dane had a seatbelt on going down the track, because that's not quite safe. Please tell me the dog had a seatbelt on.
Man, look at that reaction time. That's a good reaction time right there.
062 light in the left lane.
We'll say I am kind of jealous that I didn't bring my truck out here, and I don't need to because I know what it runs and it does the same thing every time. But it's really hard to come to a race and sit here and watch other people go down the track, and you're not going down the track with them.
Yeah, anybody that knows me will tell you I can vouch. I am the worst spectator that there ever will be and ever was. I am the worst spectator in the world, and I will trade this. Speaking of that, I will trade this microphone for anybody that would be willing to come up here and trade their steering wheel for a microphone. Please, y'all don't know how hard it is to come up here and watch y'all have fun on a weekly basis, and I get to talk about it while y'all get to have fun. It is not right. It's not fair. So if anybody who's looking to trade jobs, please come up here and hand me your steering wheel, and I will hand y'all this microphone. Please, I'm begging.
But slight change the subject. Your post the other day about renting out a car.
Oh yeah.
You have me intrigued, but it's a bow tie, and I will not sit behind the wheel of that. But you had me perplexed there for a little bit. That's a nice looking car you got. Excuse me, this is Sandra's car.
Yeah, the whole post was a joke, but
I took it seriously. Like, I was seriously thinking in my head, like, man, if it was just a Ford or if it was just a Dodge, I would take you up on your offer.
You don't know what you're missing. Here you go, Eric. This is some of our, you normally don't come down here on the list nights and stuff. You should come down here and watch some of our list trucks. I'm telling you what, these boys put on a show. So right now, Keith Morris pulling out a gate down here. I can't remember if he's on the list. I don't have my list in front of me. He might have got on the list last time he ran. Number 7. Yes, right. He is currently number 7. And Eric, let me show you what, talking about Chevrolets, let me show you right here what cubic inches will do for you.
Oh, I saw his 470 pass earlier.
I'm not exactly, yeah.
No joke whatsoever.
I don't know how big that big block is, but watch this. .472 at 73 miles an hour for Mr. Morris in the left lane there. 191 60 foot. 312 tree. That is not a bad pass. Most of your list trucks down here, the number one guy, Gavin Davis, he usually averages probably a low 460. He flirts with the high 450s every now and then. And then we've got some 470 trucks, some 480 trucks, 490s. But Gavin Davis is kicking everybody's butt this year. I will tell you, Eric, we had a list race the other day, and I'm telling you, Bubba Peel had Gavin sewed up. He had him sewed up on the tree. The race was over. Going down the track, Bubba's nitrous system quit on him. I don't know if he figured out what was going on or what happened, but Bubba had Gavin. Gavin's been number 1 for months down here, and Bubba's had him. And then unfortunately the nitrous system let him down about halfway through the track, and Gavin got right back. I felt so bad for Bubba. You could see the disappointment in Bubba talking to him after that. But, oh man, he had him. But yeah, that's a good example right there of some of our list trucks. We've got some big blocks on nitrous. We got some twin turbo LSs, single turbo LSs. We got some Coyotes down here. I'm telling you one thing, those trucks fly, and they put on a show. Oh, all right, so who we got in the left lane here, Eric?
That would be my wife, Victoria Bailey. She's the boss of Blackwater. She really is. She does a lot behind the scenes that people don't know about. They think it's me. We've got a lot going on, but Victoria, she runs the show.
All right, give me an ET guess right here, real quick.
78.
567. Oh, look at you! Look at you! Good job, 579.
We were really hoping, like when she made her first pass, she was in the 60s. It's like, okay, we can only get better from here. We'd like to see some 50s come back. We've done it before, but I don't know if it's going to do it tonight. If it sets still long enough, we got good and cold, we might slip one in.
Look at this truck right here in the right lane. Look at it, it's already riding wheelie and ain't even left yet.
That's a lot of horsepower going through there right there too.
I mean,
I can hear it in here.
Absolutely flying.
But hey, that's all that matters. It don't matter if you're the slowest dude or the fastest. Just get out and race. Have fun.
I mean, I'll tell you, I'm a little jealous. He went down the track and I'm something up there in the towel. All right, here we go. Speaking of cubic inches, Mr. Cubic Inches himself, Grayson Kirby pulling up in the left lane here. I'm already talking about him, so hopefully it doesn't jinx him. I'm rooting for Grayson. He is trying to get that truck into fours. He's been 5.0s all night long. I was talking to him earlier. He's been having a few issues. I think he said his alternator had quit charging, so I don't know if he figured it out. Maybe they got a battery charger over there, got some voltage in the battery. But anyway, here we go. Grayson Kirby.
499?
632 cubic inches underneath the hood. All motor, no power adder. Will he
499.
Will he go 499? On the trans brake. No. 509. I was looking at the 60 foot, 202 60 foot. That usually does not equate to a 499 pass, but anyway, that big block sounds good. I know that.
And he's a farmer. I always got to pull for the farmers, man.
A farmer. All right, I need my 4 diesel shootout trucks. The 4 diesel shootout trucks that are still in. I need my winners from first round to the lanes, please. Diesel shootout trucks winners from first round, come to the lanes, please. Should be 4 of y'all. Semifinals now. All right, so Eric, so tell me a little bit. I'm always curious. So here at Newtown, we just run bracket racing. We used to have street class, modified class. This year we've combined the 2. And on our points days, when we don't combine greens in Newtown, we have what's called a quick 8. So after the 3rd time runs, we'll take the 3 fastest trucks, and they'll go kind of run their own little bracket race. Which is pretty cool. So, I mean, it kind of ends up being the modified class anyway, but it's a pretty cool deal where the winner of that can get an opportunity to win twice in one day. I think Herman Fogg was our quick 8 winner the other day. So tell me at greens, for some of the people that don't venture down there all the time. So here, we basically have just bracket racing. So tell me at greens some of the classes that y'all have down there for the trucks and things like that may be a little different than what we do. What kind of classes do y'all have down there at green?
Absolutely. So we have bracket as well. That's our main class. We also have what we call street legal gas. Pretty much if you have a licensed, insured vehicle and it's running on straight gas, no nitrous, you can. That's our heads up class. Herman Fogg is our current reigning champion and leading pretty well in there as far as this year. He could skip a race and be fine in that as well. Blue truck, please move forward just till your pre-stage light comes on and then hit your stage light. But we also have, outlaw class. Pretty much if you bring it, we can race it. We've got index. We are planning on having a diesel shootout October. Oh boy, I cannot remember that off the top of my head.
It's easy just to say, hey, just stay tuned. We'll post that. We got a diesel shootout coming up, and we'll post the information on that in the future. All right, diesel guys. I need my 4 winners. Back to the lanes, please. Should be 4 of y'all. I need my diesel winners over to the lanes for 2nd round of the diesel shootout. Y'all come on over. Thank y'all.
But real quick, back to greens real fast. As y'all said, you get 3 practices here, and then it's bracket. We have generally open practice for about 3 hours, and then we get into racing. So even if you don't want to race, you can still come down and just practice. Just pay your gate entry fee and come and race all you want to. It's double elimination, chip draw every round. We move along pretty good, but we would like to see some more of the Newtown folks come down. We know we've got our guys like Herman and Bubba. They come down every time. Francis as well. We'd like to see more Newtown guys come down there. We've got a very fast track, and tomorrow should be a nice day, especially. So if you're free tomorrow, come on down to greens and come race with us.
Yeah, I think I overheard Willard talk a minute ago that him and Daniel Jalen, I think we're heading down there tomorrow, so that'll be cool for him to go down there. Do y'all still do, I've only raced there once, do y'all still do the double eliminations, or what do you do?
Yes, it is still double elimination. Like I said, it's all chip draw, so you might get the same person again, that's just luck of the draw, or you might get somebody totally different, but you keep racing until you lose twice, so don't be, if you red light your first round, you still got one more shot at it.
Yeah, I've raced down there once. So over the last few years, I've kind of gone back to asphalt. So I got a couple of asphalt drag cars that we race. So I got the. Hold on, what did Willard say? Truck number 1. Let's see here. That is Michael Snyder. Truck number 1, Michael Snyder. We need you to the lanes. Michael Snyder, we need you to the lanes for second round.
Whoa, look at that reaction time.
Oh, look at that. Victoria 004. And she slowed up and ran an 83.
That's okay. That's why we came up here. She needed to get her reaction times down. That's a good one all day, every day.
But yeah, so I got the opportunity to race at Greens. I guess it was either last year or the year before, whatever it was. So Tyler Edwards, we worked together, and the turbo truck that he's got, we help each other, on that and all that. But anyway, so I got the opportunity to drive that down there. He had some family stuff come up, so in the points, he put me behind the seat. So that's been the only time that I raced at Greens. So, but I remember that day. That was a lot of fun. Got down to the final. I don't know how many rounds I went, but the double elimination, it felt like I went 10 or 12 rounds. Good Lord. Got down to the final, and I had to run your dad. And he handed it to me. I went red. I got it in my head. I got a little nervous running your dad. Lewis is very good. And I think I pumped myself up a little bit too much and got beat by your dad in the final. But racing at Greens was a lot of fun. The guys down there are really nice, really cool atmosphere down there. The track is very fast. So it's a little bit, I guess it's harder. The dirt's a little harder, whatever.
Yeah, it's a little bit harder. As long as we don't get a gully washer right before it, the track generally can take a little bit. It's a little bit more of a power track.
I'll tell you, the shutdown area is a little sketchy.
It is a little bit shorter on the shutdown, but I'd say most generally any truck can stop unless you have paddle tires. That's a little bit harder to stop with paddle tires. You better have good brakes. Let's just say it like that. Have good brakes.
Yeah, I think I almost ended up in that lady's backyard once or twice, but it took me a little bit to get used to it. I mean, that was the first time I drove Tyler's truck. So getting in something and trying to do all the stuff that I did with it was a learning experience really quick. But I appreciate, I'm looking out the window here and I see pretty much a whole entire guardrail of spectators on the other side, and I want to thank y'all for coming. Obviously the weather hasn't been exactly great. We have some on-off rain, but I appreciate all the support. Looks like we ended up having a pretty decent turnout tonight, even though the weather. So I appreciate all y'all's support for coming down here like y'all normally do, and it ended up being a pretty good evening. We're doing a little track grooming, and I think we've got second round of the diesel shootout coming down the staging lanes now.
I think that's just a testament of the quality of the racing atmosphere here. It's a top-notch facility, the best on the East Coast, no doubt. And seeing all the folks out here on the guardrail is really truly an awesome thing. Keep supporting your local tracks, dirt, asphalt, no matter what. Just go out there and be a part of it. There's not too many places you can say, hey, I paid $20 and ran the living guts out of my truck last night. You don't get to do that very often. So thank y'all to the fans coming out and continue to keep racing.
This evening, it just doesn't feel quite right. Tater. We don't have Tater at the track this evening. I'm telling you, it just doesn't feel right. I was like, what is missing here?
Doesn't he live right down the street? Somebody go knock on his door.
He's probably at the river with Tyler. Yeah, so Tater, when we're racing here and all the little information pops up on the computer screen here, we'll get some information right here, Eric. Let's say, hey, we got Tater Fogg pulling up in the right lane down at 543, Tyler Edwards, blah, blah, blah. Well, right here on this little screen right here, it says right down the street, Virginia, which is Newtown, Virginia. So yes, Tater lives basically you leave out of the track and hang a left, and that's Tater's. But yeah, Tater's probably at the rear. But it doesn't feel the same without him and Brian Longus.
That's what I was getting ready to say. Brian Longus. He put me out last weekend, and I was hoping to see him out here tonight.
They're probably, being as we are live right now, they're probably laughing. Hopefully they're watching.
I think he sandbagged on me a little bit last weekend. He made me break out.
Was that in the bracket race or the Gamblers race?
Yeah, I drew the bye, but it was an even number, so I had to race anyway. And I chose the right lane. He was in the left. And before we raced, he said, "Man, I haven't raced the left lane all day." I said, "Well, I'll switch with you if you really want to." He said, "No, I'm gonna race anyway." And he got out there, and I passed him pretty quick. I said, "All right, I'm gonna let off." Well, still ran too fast, and his truck was just that slow on that side. He's usually faster than me. So I think he sandbagged me a little bit, but we'll talk about that in the next race. He's always a tough out. Anyway, it doesn't matter, anytime. He's always super tough.
Are you trying to tell me that bracket racers should be honest and dial what they think the car should run?
I try to. That's just me, though.
Normally I would argue. Normally I'd argue with you and tell you, hey, you're not doing it right. You should do this, and that's not what I would do. But being as your past success here, I'm not going to say a word because you definitely won more races here than I have, so I can't exactly say anything.
Maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe I need to start changing it up and get back in my winning ways. I'm not sure. Then I felt really good last weekend. I thought for sure I was going to get on around at least to the semi, but that's all right. My little brother, he took care of it. Got to the semi. Got a little.
Dixon's Automotive Repair has 2 convenient locations in Ashland and King William, Virginia. As soon as you walk through our doors, you're greeted by one of our expert service advisors right in our welcoming front area, where comfort and quality service start the moment you arrive. Both locations offer ASE certified technicians. With our state-of-the-art facilities, they are prepared to keep you moving today. Schedule an appointment today and experience the Dixon difference, because you can't miss what you never had.
Number 1 qualifier pulling up in the left lane. Mr. T-Money, Tristan Radabolt. Right lane, Dylan Marcos. All right, so let's see here. As you saw earlier, Woody, he was number 2 qualifier. You would have thought it would have been pretty much a given. These diesel trucks are really, really hard and really tricky to stage, so anything can happen. Let's see what goes on.
Yeah, definitely would not sleep on this black truck here.
All right, Tristan showing you 506, 69 miles an hour out of that Dodge, 288 on the tree. Right lane went 538. All right. Second and last pair, second round here. Got Michael Snyder pulling up in the right lane in the Cummins powered Chevrolet. Andy Fuentes in the left in the Dodge. That's a tight race right there.
Good race right there.
All right lane takes the win. 550. 582 for Andy Fuentes in the left lane losing. So we got 2 trucks left. They are going to the final. So it's going to be T-Money, old Tristan Radabolt, and Michael Snyder in the final. All right, back to Test and Tune, Street Night, Beanfield races. Like I said, y'all want to bring your truck on over, make a couple passes. Come on. If you paid to get in the gate, you paid to race. It doesn't cost you any extra. Come on over, put your car in the staging lanes, bring your truck over here, make a few passes, have some fun.
Tell you what, this little GMC has been going going round and round again. They're not afraid to run the family ride by no means.
All right, here we go, Eric. 004 last pass, 582, right?
I believe so. She's going to need a good reaction time to get around this truck. He's pretty quick. He's been around for a while, too. Look at that.
Oh,
Good reaction time. She got him. Reaction time wins.
Oh, look at that. That is a whole shot. 570 beats a 567. Y'all see that on the scoreboard down there? That's called a whole shot. Losing slower time, got the win. Reaction time. Where's old Tyler Edwards when you need him? Reaction time is very important. I mean, we're only racing 300 feet. So if you get caught behind on the tree, you don't have very much time to make it up.
Absolutely. How about that? Another 570 right behind it with a just even better reaction time. Good racing tonight.
All right, check this out, Eric. I know you're a Dodge fan, but I hate to break it to you. That truck's got an LS in it. I'm really, really sorry to break it to you, but this Dodge right here in the right lane is powered by a GM LS.
I've seen him out there on the track, but I don't know if he's made a full pass yet or not. Let's see if he gets one. There you go. We might have to ask him that question.
We might have to go lift the hood on that one. I was told yet, and I'm going to be honest, I haven't seen it personally. I'm going by what I heard, and I might have gotten some false information. I was told it had an LS.
Not false information at the racetrack.
No, not at all. We might be both wrong. It might have a Ford in it.
Yeah, that is blasphemy.
right, I need my last 2 diesel shootout guys. I need my 2 finalists in the diesel shootout. Michael Snotter and old T-Money, Tristan Radabolt. I need both of y'all to the lanes, please, for the final of the diesel shootout. Y'all over there stop at the top of the hill, see Willard. Last 2 guys in the diesel shootout. Y'all come on to the lanes, please. Going. Y'all bump it on in there a little bit. Let it roll forward a little bit, please. There you go. Keep going. There you go.
They're gonna work the track before the final shootout race, so we'll have time to reset.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We're down to 2. So this is the finals, the 2 finals in the diesel shootout for this evening. Old T-Money, Tristan Radabold in the left lane in the Dodge. And I guess you might as well go ahead and say a Dodge in the right lane too. Cummins powered Chevrolet in the right side for Michael Snyder. Michael is going to have to, he's going to have to find a reaction time on this one. Tristan's got him beat probably by about, I'd say about 4/10. But as we saw earlier with Woody's truck, it's not a given. That's why we run the race. Both trucks already building boost, pre-staged. And I hate to say it, the truck never moved. Yeah. Well, Tristan goes 5:03. Not sure what Michael Snyder run. Unfortunately, the black smoke, I believe, got the beams on that one. It's tough with the thick smoke. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll get back to you on that one. Just hold tight. All right, everybody, we're getting to about 10:30 or so, getting down to the end of the evening. If y'all are looking to make some more passes, come on over to the lanes. Lanes are still open at this point. We'll keep them open just for a little while longer, but if you're looking to make some passes this evening, come on over to the lanes before we close them. I'll give you a little bit of a head start before we close them, but it won't be too much longer. But the lanes are open. If you're looking to make some passes, come on over.
If you are ever stranded, stuck, or simply need a tow, call Dart Towing. Whether it's a breakdown, a fender bender, or just getting your ride where it needs to go, Dart is ready 24/7 with fast, reliable service you can count on. And hey, gearheads, racers, and adrenaline junkies, Dart Towing is a proud sponsor of the Newtown Dragway live streams. That's right, when engines roar, Dart is there, supporting the local racing scene every step of the way. When you need a lift, call Dart Towing. Dial 804-769-AUTO or visit us online at darttow.com. Dart is driven, dependable, and there when you need us.
Oh no, I got it. I'm gonna cover it right here. All right, I got a call out. Attention in the pits, attention in the pits. I've got a call out. I've got a certain woman up in the tower here. I'm not mentioning any names, Victoria Bailey. She is looking to run somebody in a bracket race. Looking to do a bracket race with anybody. I'm not naming any names. Kristen Fogg. If there's anybody that would like to run a bracket race, I'd like to entertain that. But anybody, is anybody looking to run a bracket race?
They're up there stirring, aren't they?
Come on.
Go get her!
Oh, where's the dog? Oh, there's my Great Dane right there. Everybody check the Great Dane out on the screen right there. No, I wish it was. That's Cody Thomas's Great Dane. Anyway, bracket race. I'd like to see a bracket race this evening. Anybody looking to run a bracket race, we can make it happen. Go get your mind right and get your truck dialed in and let us know. But I'd love to see a couple bracket races sometime this evening. Let us know. All right, here we go. Keith Morris pulling up for another shakedown test pass in this big block. Oh, I see the Black Explorer down here. Is there anybody pulling up beside for a dial-in? I don't see anybody. That'd be cool. All right, let's see what this nitrous-fed big block can do now. We went 470 earlier tonight. He's going to get an instant green tree, so this will show you what we do on our list nights. So you saw Pro Tree earlier, and you've been watching the Sportsman Tree all evening with the normal bracket tree, but this is going to be instant green. It's going to pull up and stage. All of a sudden, the guy with the flashlight's going to turn it on. That's what we try to simulate. $476, not bad. And that was, I'll have to say, 158 on the tree, instant green. That was a very, very good reaction time. I don't know if he took a guess at the tree or not, but that was a nice pass for Keith. All right, last call. We got a black Ford Explorer down here. Black Ford Explorer down here looking for somebody with some shoe polish on the window. Anybody looking to dial in? Any bracket racing? Last call, maybe? All right, ladies and gentlemen, got the truck pulling up in the winner's circle down here. Mr. T. Tristan Radabolt, winner of your diesel shootout this evening. Y'all come on over there. Getting some pictures taken in the winner's circle down here in Newtown. There you go. Yeah, all y'all go over there and get your picture taken. It's always a good night when you come to the track and get your picture taken. All right, Mr. Tristan, congratulations, winner of the shootout. Where are you at on the list right now? Like number 8, number 9?
Number 9.
So Tristan down here winning the diesel shootout with the Duramax powered Dodge truck. Oh, come on, man. I'm just joking. I know it's got a Cummins underneath of it. He is currently number 9 on the list. So this diesel right here showing you it doesn't matter gasoline or diesel. One of our fastest trucks down here. Congratulations, Mr. Tristan. Tell everybody, tell me about your evening. Anybody that you'd like to thank or give any shout out to anybody right now?
Well, I appreciate my old lady, Lindsay. She's a lot of good luck to me all the time. She's got a rabbit foot in her pocket all the time, so that's great. Dylan helped me a lot with this truck the past 2 weeks, so I want to appreciate all of them over there.
Nice job. Congratulations, Mr. Tristan Radabolt, Team Money. Wait a minute. What name did you say we got to change your name to?
They want the Big Red.
Oh, Big Red down here in the winner's circle. Congratulations to him. Good job, sir. Nice job. Yeah, I heard y'all going to rerun. All right, everybody, all y'all diesel guys that came down here to race, I appreciate y'all's support for coming down. Y'all put on a good show this evening for the fans and spectators. The weather wasn't the greatest, but I appreciate the diesel support. Just want to say October the 4th, if y'all are looking to do some more diesel racing, Greens Raceway is having a diesel shootout on October the 4th. So y'all diesel guys that came down here to do this, if y'all want to do it again, Greens Raceway is having another diesel shootout just like this, October the 4th. All right, well, Tristan and Michael Snyder, they want to do a rerun, but it's just for fun. .496 for Mr. Tristan in the left lane. They basically just re-ran for fun, but we had a little issues with the tree with the smoke and all that, but they wanted to see it. But yeah, Tristan Redible, that truck's really hard to beat. 490s out of that Dodge. So old Big Red taking the win this evening in the diesel shootout. All right, everybody. We'll give y'all 5 minutes. Staging lanes will be closing in 5 minutes. Staging lanes will be closing in 5 minutes. All right, well, me and Eric been talking a little bit. We're going to put this on. All right, so y'all, we got a bracket race coming up here. We'll walk up to the tower and announce this. So Mrs. Victoria Bailey in the right lane, Ford Explorer. It's going to be down to 575. Y'all see the scoreboards down there. This is Kristen Fogg in the left lane. It's going to be down to 6 flat. So we got a little women's bracket race going on right here. These two girls right here are very, very tough. They're always hard to beat down here. They put the guys on the trailer all the time. All right, left lane down to 600. Right lane 575. So you're going to see Kristen in the left lane. Her tree will come down just a little bit earlier. And then Victoria's going to have to go run her down. Bracket racing, so basically first person to the finish line wins without going under your time. Let's see what these two girls can do here. This race is over. Left lane takes the win. Yes, I told you. That reaction time by Kristen in the left lane I'm not in front of the computer. I have no idea what it was. All right. Kristen Fogg taking a win over Victoria in a little bracket race. That was pretty cool. Thank y'all for doing that. All right, y'all. Y'all got just a couple minutes. We'll start close the lanes in probably about 2 or 3 minutes. You're looking to make one more pass. Come on over quickly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the staging lanes are now closed. Staging lanes are now closed. I appreciate very, very much y'all coming down here and battling the rain that we had this evening. Thank y'all very, very much for coming down here and supporting the track. We didn't have the greatest of weather this evening. Yeah. But anyway, thank y'all for coming down. Appreciate the support. The staging lanes are now closed. I appreciate all y'all coming down here watching us have the diesel shootout. We got Mr. Eric Bailey at the starting line right now showing us, what did he do? I can't read, 186, 126, not the greatest. Need to put his wife back in the car. 569. All right, Kristen Fogg is going to make the last pass of this evening. She's just making some practice passes, trying to have some fun. So Mrs. Kristen Fogg will make the last passes this evening. Again, thank y'all for coming. Hopefully next time we'll have some beautiful sunny weather down here. But thank all y'all for coming. Y'all be safe heading home.